Yo, welcome into another edition of Saints Now by Chat Sports live on YouTube. My name is Trace Girouard, as always known as Trizzy Trace. Thank you so much for tuning into today's program. I got producer Tex rocking and rolling on the ones and twos, no matter where you are or how you're watching. Saints fans, I'm just happy that you guys made us a part of your week. But you know what week it is? It's Falcons Hate Week. So get the FATLs in the chat right now if you want the New Orleans Saints to bounce back after that embarrassing loss against the Philadelphia Eagles and get a big-time win against those scumbag Atlanta Falcons. Mikey Taylor's in the chat. Randy Lemoyne, Ty Man the Buckeye, Mere Comet. We got Will G, Trav 504, Mikey, Ty Man, Michael Stafford, Rebzo. Rebs on top, I guess is what it is. Rebs on top, you're a Ole Miss fan. Duh. John, what's going on, man? Glenn, good to see ya. Romello, what's happening? Jerry G, good to see you, my friend. Queen Courtney, hope you are having a wonderful day. We just got a $5 donation from her. So, Courtney, you know, Wednesday, it's the Wednesday special. If there's anybody you would like to get a helmet sticker, you just earned one for a friend, family member, somebody in the chat, whoever you want. So let me know, Queen Courtney, who you want me to put on the chat for you. We'll pop up that super chat in just a moment. No worries. Booyah. There it is. Also, shout out. Look at this new graphic. Isn't that sick? That's sexy. Isn't that looking good? And Queen Courtney, the first one ever. We had to have royalty be the first one to ever use this new super chat. She goes, what's up, Trace? Got stuck working. This storm has worked crazy. I sent you an email. Who dat FATL. Perfect. Queen Courtney, I have not checked my email since I sent it to you. I had to get this live show ready to roll, so I'm so sorry. I will take a look at it. I'll reply to you tonight whenever I get out of this live show, whenever I get home kind of thing. So I will check it out for you. I'm glad you got the email. I'm glad you saw it because I was going to tell you, make sure you check it out because I did reach out. We got that football coming your way, girl. Thank you so much for your support. And, hey, I wish I could just bring it to you in McKinney, Queen Courtney. But, hey, you got to do your thing, move up in the world, and move up north, but still rep the Who Dat Nation. So shout out your city for me. We have Queen Courtney. She used to live in McKinney, Texas, here near Dallas. Now she lives up in Maryland. She's holding it down as a Saints fan up in Maryland. But we got Joseph, Elijah, Randy Lemoyne's asking how my grandfather's doing. He's doing great. Fun fact, actually, I had a little bit of a sentimental moment. For those of you who don't know, my grandfather's been kind of having some health issues, but he's doing good, starting to turn a good corner, which is what we love to see. I did give my grandfather a free sticker. It says Trace's Papa right there. I gave him a free one. He didn't have to buy it because he's my grandfather and it's my show, so I can do what I want with that. But, hey, he got a sticker. He's doing really good, Randy. I appreciate you asking about that, man. I really appreciate that. But let's give some shout-outs. Jerry G. Nico Canada, what's up, my man? Hope you're doing well. We got Althea saying FATL. Queen Courtney, have a wonderful evening. Jerry G, as always, holding it down in Gulfport, Mississippi. Jersey in here from St. John Butler. My man. Be sure to go subscribe to St. John Butler's channel. Two options. Either go right now, come right back and hang out with me and John in the live chat, or after this show, go hit up John, check out his content. He's a really, really awesome content creator, and he loves the New Orleans Saints just like I do. So, in my eyes, that's family right there. What's up, Maddie? Hope you're doing well, girl. Glad to see you in the chat. I saw that video of you walking dude yesterday. Yeah, my dog just went into basically a jungle. It was actually really funny, Tex. He was walking. So at our apartment complex, there's like a courtyard, and there's like these fountains in the water. And so he was walking around the grass right next to it, and he was kind of like peeking, like trying to like see if he wanted to like jump in the water. And it was really funny. It was really, really funny. Mikey, what's going on? Romello, Houston in the building. We got Raleigh, North Carolina from Canadian Music. We got Montreal from Unique. Lafayette, let's go. St. John Butler knows ball. He says hit that like button, y'all. Mikey, hey, that was bars right there for the record. Mikey, West Virginia. Andre saying giving me a hoot at. Randy saying nice. Mikey, $5 super chat says Queen Courtney won the ball. That mean I didn't get beat over the weekend. LOL, and all love and prayers for your grandpa, bro. Yeah, Mikey, I appreciate the kind words. That means a lot. We did end up going. So the person who was technically the MVP, they just like left the chat. I tried to find out where I could find them. I haven't heard any from them. So second place was Queen Courtney. Queen Courtney gets the football. And also Queen Courtney's been such a big donor and supporter for so long. So like at the end of the day, she was the MVP. She's been an MVP, and she deserves a little bit of love. So we're sending out a football Queen Courtney's way. It's going to be out hitting the mail, I believe, tomorrow because I just got her address today. All right. The Saints are beat up, man. We got the injury report. Newsflash and fair warning, don't shoot the messenger. It's not good news. No Kamara, no Demario. Yeah, it's tough text. It's so bad. Christian Boyd got fined. Gotta love that. You also didn't have Alante Taylor. Yeah, that's awesome. We're going to go through all of that here in a little bit. So make sure you guys hang out. That's the first thing we're getting into here in just a few minutes. But if you want us to get started, make sure you like the video. We currently have 47 people watching, but only 9 likes. That's Bush League. We're playing the Falcons, guys. It's time to get amped up. It's time to start feeling that fire right in your gut, and you got to take it out on the Atlanta Falcons. I'm talking a big old stinky turd on them, That's what I'm basically saying. Real talk, make sure you like the video. We're going to have a lot of fun today. I'm excited to get into it. Mikey, let me know if you want me to put anybody on the helmet for you. Queen Courtney, same thing. Dustin, what's going on, my man? Hope you are doing well. We have some I put the mail request in to have your stuff sent out to you. I don't know if it's gone out yet. The mail request has been in, so Dustin, either you or your mom hit me up, and we'll get it figured out. We'll make sure you get your winnings. I heard Kamara could still play. Yeah, I'm not too worried about it. I'm going to give my full details, my full thoughts. I'm going to give a full analysis here in just a few minutes. So we got to get to 30 likes, though. We're at 57 people watching. I need 30 likes. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up icon. Yo, please explain this. You're scaring me from Mere Comment. Mere Comment, I'm here to tell you, you shouldn't be too scared. It's not a lot of good news. It's really not. I'm going to level set with you. But it could be a lot worse. And I think some of these guys are still going to play. All that being said, let's get to 30 likes. We're 1 like away, and we can get this party started. Easy way for you to get on the show. If you want to send in a super chat, $5 super chat. We have a Wednesday special every single week where you get it's normally $10 to get a helmet sticker on game day. But if you come and support us in the middle of the week, extra time, I want to give back to you guys, and I want to give you the opportunity to get on the helmet for a little bit cheaper. It's our Golden Gang MVP helmet, $5 donations during Wednesdays, $10 on game day. So we have a few people who have sent in $5 super chats today, so we owe a few stickers. But if you want to get your name on the helmet for 50% off, booyah. Why not? And another way you can get on the show is if you use #Saints. If you use #Saints, our software will pull it for us. If you send in a super chat, you get to skip the line. So that's the kind of incentive to do that. But we are going to get into it all here in just a minute. We have a mailbag coming up at the end of the show in about 30, 40-ish minutes. So if you have a question or a hot take or a trade idea, a free agent target, just an opinion, something that you just want to say to Saints fans or ask Saints fans, use #Saints. Get it in the live chat, and we will get it on the show. I'm a Saints fan. I've been a Saints fan my entire life, so I promise you my answers are 100% authentic. They're 100% true. And, I just want to bet for my team. So that's what I'm doing. Meerkat says, please be 100% honest. I need this win on Sunday so dearly. All right, we're going to get into it. Don't you worry, my man. Don't you worry. Let me take a quick sip of water. We'll do it later. Randy, I think you're on here like 3 times. Let me look. Randy Lemoyne. We call him Randy the Legend. Yes, Randy the Legend Lemoyne. Him and I email regularly back and forth. Randy, hold on. Oh no, you might. Oh, dude, he's a legend. He's on every single MVP ball. Randy, I'm going to keep it real with you, man. I think the sticker you had on there fell off, so I'm going to put a new one on. It's ridiculous because I know exactly where it is, and it's not there. I'm going to give you a new one right now, Randy. On the house. All right. On the house. Sticker on the house, and we're going to get into it. Who dat teen? What's happening? Yep. Randy, I'm going to put you. I really like the idea of, you know what we're going to do here? Right next to the Saints logo. Right next to it. Prime real estate. Prime real estate, Randy. Look at that. Prime real estate. I mean, normally you got to pay extra for something that feels that good. That looks that good. Just saying. Anyway, we're going to get into it. You know we can't see anything right. The screen is black. Huh? Oh, Will G is messing with us. Will G's messing with. Will G's trying to get us got. Yeah, that's funny, Will. That's funny. Yeah, Tex just he's in my ear saying I just had a heart attack. All right, who do you think is getting shifted around for that center position? I'm going to tell you who is getting shifted around here in just a second. Randy Patrick. Okay, really quick. No, we got to get into the content. We're going to get into it really quick. Absolutely. Patrick, Randy, I want to get everyone updated on the injury report really quick, and then we're going to get into it, okay? I pinky promise y'all are going to be the first graphic that we pull up here whenever this show ends, but I got to get everyone updated, and especially you two. I got to get y'all informed as well. So, Tex, whenever you're ready, my man, let's get into it. Randy and Patrick, you guys are absolute legends. Everyone give me a who dat Randy and a who dat Patrick in the comment section. And Tex, whenever you are ready, we can get into it. All right, everyone, I'm just going to go ahead and warn you. You're not going to like what you see in this video. The injury report was loaded with a lot of players that we all really like. Like, they're all really big fan favorites, and they're also very impactful players. So, really quick, let's take a deep breath together. It's going to be okay. It's Wednesday. The teams have time to get healthy. But if you want to help the team get healthy a little bit quicker and you don't want to take any chances, like this video, hit the thumbs up icon so we can make the injuries stop. I absolutely hate injuries. It's the worst part of sports. Unfortunately, it is a real part of sports, but I wish they could just go away. So like this video if you want to get the injuries and the injury bug just out of New Orleans. All right, so first things first, we got to have a pretty tough conversation. Erik McCoy. Can't say this is an unexpected thing because yesterday reports coming out that he was going to have groin surgery and he was going to be out 6 to 8 weeks. I mean, immediately my mind went to he's probably going on IR because when you go on IR, you are eligible to return after 4 weeks. You cannot return for 4 weeks, but after 4 weeks, you're able to come back. So today, he had groin surgery. He was undergoing and getting groin surgery today, and he will be placed on IR. He has officially been placed on the injured reserve list. So that is the update around Erik McCoy. Wishing him a very, very speedy recovery. A groin injury, I haven't fortunately had something like that, but after a few, long seasons in the NFL, I'm sure that can be a really pesky injury. So really want to wish him the absolute best and a speedy recovery because he's a key part to this offense. Now, these are the players who on the injury report did not participate. And really quick, we're going to go through all of the portions of the injury report, and then we're going to break down what's on the Falcons side of things. But Alvin Kamara, he did not practice today because of a hip. It was a rib injury and a hip pointer. That was the official reports. Alontae Taylor, really don't need to worry about that. It's an illness. I think he's going to be okay. I expect him to be at practice tomorrow. Cesar Ruiz, he did not participate. He has a knee injury, and Dennis Allen did say that it doesn't have anything to do. It's actually separate from what brought him out of the game against the Eagles. And now Demario Davis, in case you didn't know, he was not a part of the defense during that last drive when Philadelphia ultimately went down the field and scored and took the lead to eventually win the game. He was not on the field because of an injury, and he did not participate today. And that is kind of scary for me because he is a massive, massive part of this defense. And without him, I get nervous. I just got to be honest with you. It makes me nervous. So I'm really hoping he will play. I'm really hoping that he can come back from this injury. And hopefully tomorrow in the injury report, he's at least limited. Now, John Hendricks and a lot of other Saints media media journalists and media insiders did report this. Just John had all of it kind of listed for me right here. So the Saints did sign Shane Lemieux to an active roster. He was with the team during training camp. Erik McCoy went to IR. We just discussed that. And Chris Reed, he is actually joining the practice squad. Now, in a quick opinion that I have about this, with Shane Lemieux, like, that's fine. He has experience. He's had plenty of snaps in the league. He was a partial starter for the New York Giants back a few years ago. But I was actually really impressed with what Kyle Hergel did. He was an undrafted free agent that the Saints brought in this past offseason. And he was good in the preseason. He made a lot of good steps in terms of growing and developing into a quality lineman. I'm not saying that he should be the starter, but I think I would rather have him around if you ask me. Now, we do want to go through the limited participants as well of the injury report, and there's actually 3, so kind of good news, to be quite honest. Colin Saunders, the defensive tackle, he is back. He's been dealing with a calf injury. Going to break him down in just a second. But DeMarco Jackson, he could add some extra depth to the linebacker group. He's been dealing with a calf injury, did not play last week, and Landon Young. Obviously, the offensive line is just very banged up, so to have an offensive lineman just be a limited participant and, not a non-participant, in my eyes, it's good enough news for me. Because this offensive line is beat to hell. Now, let's talk about Binky, because he is going to be a big part of the success for the defense this week, because when the Saints brought him in as a free agent last year, it's because of his run-stopping ability. And, there's arguments that maybe he wasn't as good as a lot of people hoped. But in my personal opinion, Colin Saunders is a phenomenal football player, not in just the sense of being a good defensive tackle. He also is an effective player lined up as a wide receiver, lined up as a fullback, lined up to lead block for Taysom Hill. I mean, he's a player that's just kind of does it all. And to be honest, his energy and his swagger is very, very intoxicating, and I think it's a really fun player to have on the team. And I do think that he is a quality player that does add some good depth to the defensive line, especially to the defensive interior, which right now I think the Saints defensive interior has a prime opportunity to feast this week against Atlanta. Here are the full participants for for the New Orleans Saints. Derek Carr hit a left groin injury, and so actually a few seasons ago, Marcus Mariota came in on the Raiders because Derek Carr hurt his groin, and he was out for a week or week and a half, I believe. This is an injury that has had him that has caused him to miss time in the past, so definitely want to monitor this situation. Taysom Hill with his chest injury, he had a bruised lung. That's what kept him out against Philadelphia, but we do have good news. Number 7, it is an expectation that he will be ready to go against the Falcons, and that's coming from the head honcho, Dennis Allen himself. So having Taysom Hill around would be huge. I mean, he has been a vital part to the Saints' success against the Falcons, especially. I believe in his career, he averages, I believe it's 7 yards of carry against the Falcons, which is kind of crazy. I could be wrong on that. I think I'm butchering the stat, but I'm pretty sure I saw that earlier today when I was doing a little bit of research. But Taysom Hill, he is a big part of the offense. You saw how much the Saints missed him and his just utilization and the utility and the ability that he has. You missed having him around against Philadelphia, and so having him back for a divisional game, especially against the rival, is very important for me. Wanted to just give you guys a quick update. This is not including watch party numbers. This is including just the videos that we put out throughout the weeks. So this week, guys, we put up some really, really good growth. 641 new subscribers. But Falcons has gotten to 632. So let's bury them. I want to beat them, not just on the field, in their own stadium. I want to beat them in the office. I want to beat them in the studio. I want to beat them on YouTube. I want to beat them till they're not red and black, till they're black and blue. So if you are with me, if you love the New Orleans Saints and you hate the Falcons, hit that sub button right now. All right, so coming up, I'm going to go through the very, very extensive injury report for the Atlanta Falcons. Trust me, you're not going to want to miss this. Before we get to that, got to tell you guys about our sponsor, and that is Fanatics. If you guys want to get some new gear, I actually got this jacket from Fanatics. You can check it out. It's pretty sick. But they also have a lot of cool Saints jerseys, the home, the away, the color rush. They have new players. They have legends. They have current players. They have men's, women's, all shapes and sizes, whatever colors you want. You can get yourself some gear for this season. Chatsports.com/Saints jerseys. The holidays are coming up somewhat soon. They'll get here before you know it. So if you just want to take care of business and get a Christmas present out of the way, get an early birthday present out of the way, just don't even think about it. You can order it, take care of business, and put it away in the closet until it's come holiday season, and you already have a gift ready. So you'll be thanking yourself if you use this code, chatsports.com/Saints jerseys. All right, extensive. Not really. It's just one player, and it's actually kind of crazy. The Atlanta Falcons only had one player on their injury report, and that was Caleb McGarry, and he did not participate due to a knee injury. So in 2024, he's allowed 6 pressures so far, no sacks, and he has had quite a bit of snaps as the starting right tackle for Atlanta. And for Drew Dahlman, he did get placed on IR today, which is pretty unfortunate for Atlanta. He was starting to have a really good season. But for the Falcons specifically, you are missing Drew Dahlman, who's been really, really good. I'm not saying Matthew Bergeron and Chris Lindstrom are bad, but if you don't have Caleb McGarry on the roster, you're moving some things, or not on the roster, but not available, you're moving some things around. And that opens up the opportunity for these guys right here. And with Carl Granderson and Chase Young, they got a feast. There's just no question about it. Colin Saunders, he should be back this week, so hopefully he'll get a good amount of runs, stopping the run against Bijan and Tyler Allgier. But with Nathan Shepard and Cam Jordan specifically, I just want to see them be impactful players. I want to see Cam Jordan. He's not going to get as many snaps. Dennis Allen reporting that, or not reporting that. Dennis Allen saying, like, expect to see less snaps from him. He's going to have more meaningful snaps, but less total snaps. So, unfortunately, it's just father time, man. It sucks, but Cam Jordan, not going to get as many run, or not as much run on game days nowadays, but Carl Granderson and Chase Young have been really good so far. So Chase Young does need to be a little bit more productive, in my opinion, but Carl Granderson has been dominant. Brian Brzee has been good. Peyton Turner is even starting to get a little active, and hey, maybe for the wrong reasons on social media, but whatever. It'd be like that. That's last week. Time to move on. So final thoughts, it is a rivalry game, so I know for a fact, and this is not just on the Saints side of things, any player that is injured currently or going to become injured and pop up on the injury report for the Saints or the Falcons, if they're able to play, they're going to go. This isn't just a random game. This isn't playing against the Colts or something where win or lose, sure, it hurts the record, but you can afford to lose that kind of game. Like, this is not one of those weeks. This is the Atlanta Falcons. This is your biggest rival. This is a divisional game. You win this, you are sitting very pretty to be on top of the division. You're currently leading the NFC South. Take them down in their own stadium. This is a game you got to win. And in my opinion, no player is going to sit out just because they don't feel like it or they're a little banged up. They know the stakes of this game on both sides. So I'm praying that the New Orleans Saints can make it happen. I'm praying that the Saints can get after it. Klint Kubiak can prove the haters and the doubters wrong. And I want to see the Atlanta Falcons lose in their own stadium. Let's take it back over, and let's go get a dub. Reminder, it is Falcons Hate Week, so get the FATLs in the chat. Like this video if you hate the Falcons. Be sure to subscribe, and I will see you at our watch party at 11 a.m. Central Time, 1 hour before kickoff. Come hang out. We're going to have a blast. All righty. We got a few super chats to hit real quick. All righty. Yeah, I did. I honestly, I saw it. I was like, no, let's run it. I saw it, and I was like, let's run it. I like it. All righty. So, friendly reminder, we got $5 helmet stickers. We're going to go to Randy Lemoyne's $50 super chat real quick. I'll tell you what, folks, we are at $79. When we get to 100, Randy already did most of the legwork. Dex, what do you think? Little beer bong? What do you think? Little freedom funnel or something? I think that could be a little fun. Why not? Why not? Let's get Mikey Taylor's super chat up here real quick. $5. Yeah, this is Mikey. Just push this one on, yeah. Trace, if the Bengals continue having a bad season, would it be worth if they trade March? Hey, Mike, you remember that jersey swap that we made for you last football season? I've used it already. We've talked about this. I'd love that. I'm going to be honest. I would love this idea. We're going to definitely talk about this more here in a little bit. Will G, $5 super chat. I'm being serious, brother. The screen's black. Who dat? Turn up your brightness? I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I was looking at it on my end, Everything was good on our end. Did anyone else see the screen go black? If it did, like it did, but he's saying it still is. Is anyone else seeing well, how hold on. Will, how are you going to know that I'm saying that the screen's black if you can't see it? Yeah, Mere comment says the screen is fine, bro. Will G. There you go. Oh, Texter. I'm going to need you to go get me a Happy Dad and a Freedom Funnel, please. Yeah, let's hit Randy's really. So he just sent in a 50. Yep. Shout out Randy. And then he also sent this 50. Wait. Switch. There you go. It's another 50. No message. Just Randy. Randy. It's crazy. Well, I don't know what to tell you, dude. Everyone else is saying the screen's good. Maybe try refreshing it. I don't know. If anyone else is having problems with the screen, let me know. I don't think it's having an issue. Randy, we're going to have some drinks. Let's go. Come on. I'm ready to get rolling. We're about to have a little hate session against the Falcons here. The Freedom Funnel and a Happy Dad. Yeah, we're about to have a little hate session against the yeah, that'd be great. We're about to have a little fun. I'm about to start tearing into the Falcons here in a second. We're going to get after it. Patrick, we do have your super chat coming up here in just a second. Don't you worry. I'm going to go ahead and write you a sticker. Because producer Tex is grabbing my beer bong. Patrick Johnson. OG Patrick Johnson. OG Patrick Johnson. OG Patrick Johnson. Dude, this thing's filling up. We're going to send this to one lucky guy on the helmet. Fun fact. Did you guys know that? If you do have your name on the helmet, you will be you are in the running to get this hat sent right to you. Ayo! Eric, what's happening, man? Dab on the haters. Just kidding. That was cringy. Says Meerkat says give it to Randy. I like that idea. I think it's a very fair idea. He's a legend, man. He's a legend. You're all good. You're all good. I got you. Appreciate you. Jeremy! Wait, no way. Okay, Jeremy, hold on. Let me do this chug for Randy real quick. Yeah, and then before Jeremy, can we go to Patrick's? Yeah. I think we just skipped over. Yeah, we'll go to this one here in a second. Randy, this one's for you, brother. There you go, Randy. There you go. Woo! There you go. That'll wake you up. That'll wake you up a little bit, Tex. That'll make you want to start talking some mess about the Atlanta Falcons. That's what that was. Randy says, make sure Jeremy and Mikey have a sticker. All right, I'm gonna get Jeremy a sticker right here. I can't write and talk at the same time. I'm so sorry. I'm just a man, for God's sake. I went to the University of Arkansas, so don't have high expectations. All righty. Jeremy, I'm going to put you next to Randy. I feel like you guys are like YouTube bros. You know what I mean? All right, Patrick Johnson. Let's see it. What up, Who Dat Nation? I went ahead and paid full price in honor of beating the Falcons. Yeah, you know what's ridiculous is that the Falcons are 1-point favorites at home. So, first of all, that basically means they think we're going to win. And also, Patrick, you are a first-time super chatter. No, it's all good. I saw the graphic behind it. I don't think it'll pop up over it. Oh, you're going to mod it? Oh. Hold on. Will G, did you get a sticker? Yeah, right here, brother. Right there. That's yours. You want me to, Will, do you have a friend you want me to give a name? Do you want me to get another name on there? Do you have, like, since you sent in another 5, do you have like a friend, a family member, somebody in the chat? Is there anybody you want to give a sticker? Just shout them out in the comment section. You don't have to send another super in. First time super chatter. Shout out Patrick Johnson. Absolute legend, man. That is an absolute king right there. We're going to beat the Falcons. I'm feeling it. Jeremy says, speaking of 50, I turned 50 today. The software house I'm pulling as a first-time super chatter. Well, so Jeremy, he says first super. It's not my first super. But it is his first super on his new phone. So bring on the birds and let Klint Kubiak cook. Jeremy. He also says in the chat, love to Randy, Jerry, Trizzy, and the gang. Hey, I love you guys. Y'all are absolute legends. Mir Comet definitely gets a sticker. Mir Comet's getting a sticker from Will G. Yes, Will G, you do get a sticker. All right, Mir Comet 504, you get a sticker. Courtesy of Will G. Booyah. I'm going to put you and Will next to each other since you guys got stickers together, you know? I feel like that's right. Yeah, Mikey. They're saying Mikey needs a sticker. Let me make sure. I'm pretty sure Mikey has like 2 stickers on here. Let me see. All right. I know I saw it earlier. Wait. Yeah, so Mikey, he's the base layer. He's the foundation. He's holding it down at the bottom right there for us once. Yeah. Keeping things locked and loaded for us. Nah. Yeah, no, you're all good. No. Yeah, Mikey's on here once. But we do also have Dustin right here. I don't know, Dustin, if you're in here, you're on the helmet right up front. I didn't know if you knew that. Nico Canada, $20 super chat. Hey, every $100 we get, I'm doing a freedom funnel. So we're $41 away now. Every $100, I'm doing a freedom funnel. I'm about to talk some mess about the Atlanta Falcons. If you want me to get absolutely graphic, if you want me to get ridiculous with it, oh, sweet Jesus. Oh, sweet Jesus. Oh, sweet Jesus. Nico, Canada, he says, one for my boy Jerry G. All right, I'm going to go Jerry and Nico get a second one. And Nico, I'm going to give you another one. All righty. Jerry. Randy, you son of a gun, man. You're such a sneaky, you're so sneaky. You're like a samurai. You're like a frickin' samurai, Randy. Randy, the legend, Lamar. Are you ready for Randy? Dude, look at Randy. Absolute legend. All right, I owe another chug. I owe another chug. I will do another chug. I will do a chug here. Let me pour it up. I'm chugging. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. All right. I'm going to try and do this one in less than 3 seconds. How much for a shotgun? Well, we are at $259. If we get to 300, I'm shotgunning a beer. I have to. So we're at 41? Yeah, $41. $41, Will G. That's how close we are. Now we're $36. Cheers. Ooh. 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 That one. Wrong pipe. There you go. Mikey says, Trace, let me get another sticker. And Randy to go. All right, Mikey. Asking, you shall receive, my friend. Asking, you shall receive. Mikey Taylor. It's just another day at work. Another day in paradise, as they say. Hey, being a Saints fan is the best, isn't it? Isn't it the greatest? I'm here to tell you guys, this is, yeah, it is better than the Cowboys fan. Mikey, so I got to spread it out because I don't want both of yours being right next to each other. So we're going to go, Ooh, we're going to go right here. Prime real estate. Boom. Right there. Right there. That's some good real estate right there, Mikey. That's some good real estate. You see it? There you go. That's some good real estate. All righty. We're at 264. If we get to 300, I'm shotgunning a Happy Dad. We have no... Looks like I'm shotgunning a Happy Dad. Tex. Do you have a pocket knife on you? Okay, that would be great. I left my pocket knife at home today. Oh, I just popped the heck out of my back. Mikey. Randy. Will G says Randy's a fucking goat, dude. Yeah, I'm not gonna say that he's a goat. He is the goat. Randy is so I will tell you this. Randy sent me this really, really sick jacket. This Saints jacket was his brother's, and it was awesome. It is so, so cool. He sent it to me. I have it in the dressing room, and once it gets a little bit colder, I told him, I said, I promise you this. I'm going to wear it all day on a game day for you, man. It's going to be the watch party sponsored by Randy, and I'm going to be rocking the jacket. I'm going to be honoring his brother. I'm going to be honoring him because that is what we try to do. He just is such a great man. He's such a legend, and I want to be able to give back to him. Go grab it. Hey, okay, 1 second. I'm going to tell Tex to grab it. He's grabbing me a drink, and I'll have him grab it in a second. We'll show you in a second. Don't you worry, Mirror Comment. We will show you in uno momento. Could you, Happy Dad, and then could you also, in the dressing room, there's like a thick Saints jacket. Could you bring that in here? They want to see the jacket, huh? It's like black and gold. It's like thicker. It looks like it kind of looks like a Letterman almost. Yeah. So could you just grab me a Happy Dad and then that? Yeah, that's perfect. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. Mirror Comment says, thanks, Trace. I love you. Randy, we're going to be popping it up here in a second. Or we're gonna be popping bottles and getting wild here in a second. Damn, man. It's a Wednesday. What are y'all doing? It's a Wednesday. Y'all really trying to party on a Wednesday? We can get weird. We can get wild. We still have 2 whole segments to get to. I got to talk some shit about the Falcons. I'm already feeling pretty good about myself. I will say that. We will be having fun with that one. It's going to be a good time. We need to add more O-line depth. Younghead, I'm with you. Only problem is it's not a good market of O-linemen available. Chillin says, let's do it drunk. I'll tell you what, every $100 is I'm doing some sort of chug, whether it's a shotgun or it's drinking out of the Freedom Funnel. So we just got to 300, so $100 and we get to 400, and we're doing it. Thank you, Tex. I appreciate you, my man. Everyone, show some love to Tex in the comment section. Type Tex in the comment section, T-E-X, because he's a legend. All right. Here's the jersey from Randy. Tell me this isn't so sick, dude. Tell me this isn't like the coolest jacket you've ever seen. But wait, look at the front. Look at the front of that. I mean, this thing is absolutely fresh, guys. And it's a nice, thick, good jacket. This is something that I'm treasuring. You have to pry this from my hands. I'm protecting this because of Randy. Randy says, getting a buzz on a Wednesday. Life is great. Hey, what else would you do on a Wednesday? Isn't that sick, dude? Look at that. You got the patches. You got the helmet. You got the fleur-de-lis on the side. I mean, man. Shit's fresh as hell, man. It's so cool. All right. I'm going to shotgun this beer, or this Happy Dad, I should say, and then we're going to get into the mailbag. No, I'm going to just put it right there. There you go. All right. Let me shotgun this. We'll get into it. Oh, hell yeah, it's wild cherry. It's one of my favorite flavors, Tex. I do. It's one of my favorite flavors. Oh, dude, I can't stand pineapple. I don't know why. The pineapple one just dry. It's terrible, dude. No, it tastes like crap. I wish y'all could hear what Tex just said, but I'm not going to tell you. You're just going to have to use your imaginations. Yeah, it's a producer and host little bond that we get. All righty. Oh, when the Saints go marching in. Oh, when the Saints go marching in. Oh, Lord, I want to be in that number. Oh, when the Saints go marching in. Woo! That's what I'm talking about right there. All right. Everybody, I'm going to need 2 claps and a Ric Flair. Woo! Let's do it. Let's talk some shit about the ringless team. Woo! Woo! Let's do it. All righty, Texter. I'm going to just put these right over here just so that way they're out of the way. Friendly reminder, $5 super chat and you can get on the helmet. And every 100 we get, I'm chugging a Happy Dad, whether it's a beer bong, whether it's a shotgun. That's just the fun we're having today. So, all right, let's get into it. Texter, whenever you're ready, man, let me just take a quick sip of water, lather the pipes, as they say in the industry, you know. Yeah. Should I hit him with every time I say Falcons, hit him with a Falcons, do one of those? All right. We're going to do it. Saints fans, it is just about go time. Let me just pull up my script here, make sure we're good. All righty, let's do this. It's Falcons Hate Week, Saints fans. The 2 weeks of the year where all of us can get a little bit extra pissed off, wake up a little extra fired up, because it's time to take down the baby brothers out in Atlanta. So let's go bend another goalpost. Let's have Shy Tuttle stiff arm their quarterback again, which he's on the team. So he's not on the Saints anymore, but whatever. That's neither here nor there. Let's go and absolutely destroy the Atlanta Falcons in their home stadium. So sub for Saints dubs. We're also going to be live on game day, an hour before kickoff. So if you want to come and hang out and be a part of an electric atmosphere on YouTube, be sure to subscribe and tune in on Sunday. But sub for dubs, baby. In today's video, we're going to be getting into my Week 4 preview against the team that has never won a Super Bowl ring. And I'm not even going to give them the pleasure of saying their name. Their football team's organization, they're terrible. They blew a 25-point lead, 28-3, the funniest thing in the whole wide world. Let's get into it. It's going to be a lot of fun. NFL Week 4 is almost here, and it's time to take on the team that can't win a Super Bowl or win a meaningful football game. Welcome into Saints Now by Chat Sports. My name is Trace Girouard. As you see right here, the lines are actually favoring Atlanta by 1 point as the home team. Now, interesting thing, in my opinion, and kind of what I've always believed, is when you're the home team, you always get about 3 points on the spread. So it's kind of a pick-me, or a pick-em. Pick-me. What am I saying? It's a pick-em, and I got the New Orleans Saints. All right, let's get you guys caught up on what happened with both squads in Week 3. In case you guys just missed the game or have been living under a rock, the New Orleans Saints did lose in a very just ugly game against the Philadelphia Eagles with a final score of 15-12. Long story short, the offense just could not get a groove. The Eagles' pass rush was really, really good. They were in Derek Carr's face a lot, put him in a lot of pressure. A lot of balls batted down at the line of scrimmage, giggity. I will say this. When you did find success, they didn't capitalize a lot. It was really, really frustrating. A lot of turnovers. The defense was really, really good overall, but they were not good against the run. So it was just something that, unfortunately, the Saints could not take advantage of and win. Taysom Hill did not play last week. Erik McCoy left early during the game with a groin injury. He has recently been placed on IR, so he is not eligible to play for the Black and Gold for the next 4 weeks at the bare minimum. Unfortunately, that's a big loss, but hey, the Saints offense, they're going to have to find a way to stay rolling because despite a bad week against Philadelphia, they're still a good squad, and they still rank pretty highly across the league. Yards per game, they're still top 10. Points per game, they're number 2. They were number 1. They dropped down to number 2, so, get over it. It's fine. Rushing yards per game, they're still top 10, or the number 6 overall team. The passing yards per game did drop a little bit. Derek Carr not as efficient against the Eagles. And here's what he did against Philly. 14-25. He had a quarterback rating, or a passer rating, of 69.1. One touchdown, and that interception came at the very end of the game to Reed Blankenship to kind of finish off the game on that could have been winning drive. Unfortunately, Carr could not execute. Again, he was under a lot of pressure. The offensive line just did not adapt. Klint Kubiak had no adjustments after Erik McCoy was out. And to be quite honest, this is one of those weeks the team has to bounce back. You have absolutely no choice but to go into this game and come out with a win. That's just plain and simple. The New Orleans Saints cannot afford to go in there, mosey around, play a little slow, try and kind of get things figured out, and then midway through the third quarter, start firing on all cylinders. Nope. It's not what we're doing. It's not what we have done all season, for the record. And we're not going to start now. This is a chance for the New Orleans Saints not only to just wipe away the bad week from Philadelphia, have that short memory, get over the loss, and move forward because the season is far from over. You got a lot of football left, and you have a lot of meaningful games that you have to go and win. And it starts this week against the Atlanta Falcons. So you have to bounce back this week. You can't afford to have a bad week on offense. Can't afford to have a bad week on defense. Get over the week last game and move on, and let's go dominate. So if you want the New Orleans Saints to absolutely destroy the Atlanta Falcons, see, I didn't even capitalize. I don't have no respect for that team. Type who dat in the comment section. This is going to be the pinned comment, so if YouTube does throw an ad your way right here, just take advantage of it. Scroll on down. Give me a bunch of who dats. Show some love to everybody in the comment section. If there's any Falcons fans, feel free to clown them in the comments as well. But take advantage of the ad break and give me a who dat in the comments. Now, for Atlanta, they actually had a pretty impressive showing against Kansas City on Sunday Night Football. And I will say this, the defense at times was not great, but they were also able to give a lot of problems to Patrick Mahomes. Justin Simmons was able to get another interception. You know, he played in Denver, would play Patrick Mahomes twice a year, got the better of him again the first time he got on a new squad. You can't let the defense take over. Like, that is just, I swear to God, if Justin Simmons gets a pick, if he gets a pick six especially, I might need to be put into some serious care because I might lose my mind. In otherwise, Kirk Cousins, he did actually look pretty good at times, but the rushing attack was really, really bad. Kirk wasn't able to just finish the game. The play calling wasn't great, to be quite honest. There was a fourth down call that they did go for, did not get. Shout out to the Chiefs pass rush and their interior defensive line. Like, they were really, really good. But this is definitely a better squad. This is an improved team, and this is not a squad that Arthur Smith had last year, and they were an absolute joke, and they really didn't do anything, and you could kind of walk in there, you know, play, just have some fun and smack them around a little bit and win a game. This isn't the team that you had a couple seasons ago. Last year, you kind of messed around a little bit, and you paid the consequences, and you lost one of those games, and that was the one in Atlanta. This year, you have to go and win. And the offense for Atlanta, despite investing a lot of money on that team, hasn't been that great. The yards per game, it's bottom half of the league. Same with the points per game. Rushing yards and the passing yards, a little bit better, but not by much. So my point is, with this, they're an improved team. There's no doubt about it. But it's not like they're one of the best teams in the league. Like, that's what I want to kind of get my point across with. The Falcons are a team that they can beat you. The both losses they have against the Chiefs this past week on Sunday Night Football, they beat the Eagles on Monday Night Football last week, went down the field in 40 seconds and scored a touchdown. Like, unbelievable drive. That was really, really impressive. I got to give them the credit there. But then they lost to the Steelers in week 1, and they only kicked field goals. Like, the Saints can win this game. There's no question about it. This is not a team that we should be fearing. This is not a team that we should be scared of. The Saints' offense has been better. Just statistically and factually speaking, they have been better. Coming up, I'm going to tell you how the Saints can bounce back. I'm going to tell you how they can not only prove the haters and the doubters wrong, but how they can absolutely destroy, how they can embarrass, and how they can go into basically their other home stadium a little bit more east and come out with a win. And I'm going to tell you how they're going to do that in a second, but I need you to get in the comment section. Do you know, Ball? What's the score going to be? Predict it in the comments. Let me know. What do you think? What do you think? I want to know what you got. I'm going to be in the comment section, interacting with all of you guys and sharing my thoughts. But I want to hear what you guys got to say. So comment down below right now. All right, 5 keys to victory. Number 1, you got to win in the trenches. And it's kind of a good news, bad news thing here right now. So for the Atlanta Falcons, they're a little bit banged up, but so are the Saints. Both teams' O-lines could be a lot healthier. I'm just going to keep it real with you guys. And to be honest, I'm not going to be that guy. I'm not sitting here saying, hold on, let me rephrase. I'm not going to sit here and say to celebrate an injury because that is not okay. I'm not cool with that. But what I am going to say is when you have some very talented offensive linemen that are going to be out due to injury, you have the opportunity to take advantage of that situation. So I'm not sitting here saying we should be like, oh, thank God that Drew Dalman and Caleb McGarry are hurt. But I will say this, since they're more than likely not going to play. Drew Dalman definitely not, but Caleb McGarry more than likely not going to play. You have the opportunity to exploit a hole on the other squad. Now, Erik McCoy, it's not like you're in a much better situation. Your center, up to this point, has been the best center in the league. He has been, according to PFF. That's what they say. He has been the number 1 center in the league. He is now on IR with a groin injury. He underwent surgery on Wednesday, September 25th, so hopefully he can be able to return at a speedy pace and come back and make an impact for the roster because he's a big part of this offense. Cesar Ruiz, he did not participate on Wednesday at practice for the New Orleans Saints. He's been dealing with a knee injury. It is separate from what happened and what took him out of the game against Philadelphia, but that is worth noting here. So these are the injuries for the offensive line. Again, both squads are banged up, so you got to win in the trenches. The Saints defensive line, feast. The Saints offensive line, just execute, no stupid penalties, and make it happen. Now, key number 2. You have to stop the run. I hate to be that guy to give the Falcons credit, but damn it, do they have a good little situation with their ground game. Bijan Robinson and Tyler Allgier, they're both good football players. Let's just call it spade a spade. This season, they've been pretty productive. 48 carries and almost 200 yards for Bijan. You haven't seen as much opportunity for Tyler Allgier, but he still made the most with his carries, averaging almost 6 or over 5.5 yards per carry. Now, a number that I also want you to pay attention to is the yards after contact per attempt. Bijan is still getting almost 2 yards per rush after he gets the first initial contact. That's really impressive. He's only found the end zone once, and as a receiving back, he has been somewhat of a factor, but not as much. Tyler Allgier is the bowling ball. He's the guy that I'm a little bit concerned about. But as you can see at the bottom of your screen, the Saints do have a quality run defense. However, they are a little bit guilty of letting up some big plays and some inopportune times. Now, with the New Orleans Saints, this is a squad that I really want to see take advantage of the win. You cannot let Bijan Robinson or Tyler Allgier do what Saquon Barkley did. What the Eagles did with Saquon is they just kept feeding him and 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 wearing down the Saints defense until he broke away. And that's exactly what happened. Can't let that happen. This is not the week to let that happen. You got to stop the run, even in the fourth quarter, even late in the game. Doesn't matter. If your offense can go out and get ahead early, awesome. That just makes life so much easier. But the defense has to be able to stop the run. And having Colin Saunders back is really, really good news. I really think that he's going to be a very impactful player in terms of stopping the run. He had 22 run stops last year, so I want to see him be a big factor on the defense. Now, really quick, I want to tell you guys about our sponsor today, and it is BetUS. If you use our promo code CHAT125 at chatsports.com/bet, you're going to actually get an 125% deposit bonus, meaning you put in $100, they put in $125, so you got $225 to lay down on whatever you want. So you got a little extra cheddar, a little extra lettuce to lay down on the New Orleans Saints this week. The Falcons, 1-point favorite. So you're telling me if the Saints win, you're making a bunch of money? Yeah. I'll tell you what. Parlay the Saints winning or covering the spread and money line, and you can just make that money just go so much further. I promise you this. Go down to chatsports.com/bet. Use promo code CHAT125. You get a 125% deposit bonus. Again, you put in $100, they put in $125. You have $225 to play whatever you want. College sports, NBA, MLB, NFL, whatever you want. You can bet today with BetUS. So key to victory number 3, establish your run. So a big one is stopping the Falcons with their rushing attack, but also, damn it, you got to get your running game going because you didn't do it against Philadelphia. And a big part of that was because you didn't have Taysom Hill. And having number 7 back in the fold is going to be big. Now, this week, you have to get in your bag. Klint Kubiak, I need you to be an absolute assassin as a play caller. I need you just getting so far in your bag, pulling out all the stops, making this team look like they have been running laps around the NFL. I want to looking like not high school. I want to looking like what's the backyard football? I want to looking like schoolyard football at the park, having some fun, getting a little crazy with it. Prove that this offense wasn't a fluke in those first 2 weeks. Proof that actually week 3 was the fluke. If you can put up another 40 bomb here, goodness gracious, people are going to still respect the Saints offense. I still believe that the Eagles were just a quality team, and you lost to a quality team, but you got to get the run game going. And we know what happens when you don't. They didn't get it going, and the Saints played like absolute shit in terms of offensive play. Now, key number 4, do not let Kirk Cousins cook. God bless America. Do not let this Kirko Chains, Perk Thuggins, whatever, do not let him become a factor because he has been good. Just calling a fact, he has been pretty solid. A little bit of a bad decision maker in terms of the interception. Some of those have been because of bobbled passes or whatnot. Derek Carr does have a better touchdown to interception rating and a higher passer rating and a higher completion percentage. That all being said, actually it might not be the higher passer rating. Anyway, long story short, Kirk Cousins has been good. And I've always said that Kirk and Derek are just kind of just the same quarterback, just different teams basically. But the Falcons do have some playmakers on offense. Kyle Pitts, shout out to Kirk. Finally took them investing $180 or $150 million guaranteed or whatever it was to get a player to make Kyle Pitts worth that first round pick. Shout out to him. 8 catches, over 100 yards, and a touchdown. Erik McCloud has been a really big factor on the offense. He hasn't found the end zone yet, but I do expect him to be a key factor as a big, speedy threat and a deep threat. Drake London, I can't sit here and say that he has been absolutely phenomenal, but he has been good. He hasn't been bad, but he's been pretty good. 14 catches, 136 yards. He's found the end zone twice, and he's been clutch in some key moments for the Falcons, so that's something I'm really worried about. But Darnell Mooney does lead the Falcons in passing. He's a player that is going to need to be locked down. I want to see Alontae Taylor, Paulson Adebo, and Marshawn Lattimore eat Darnell Mooney and Drake London's lunch money all 4 quarters. Now, here's something that I got to talk about, and this is going to be a little bit more of a venting session. Get the ball to Olave, Shaheed, and A.T. Perry. So Olave and Shaheed, obvious reasons. I want to talk about them in a second. But what in the hell is going on with not playing A.T. Perry? This guy was so good. This player was so talented in 2023. Look at that. 20.5 yards per catch. Every time you threw the ball his way, he was making a play. Or at least he was trying, and he was close to making one. And every time he caught the ball, it was a highlight reel catch. Why has he not been a factor? Why has he not been in? There has been discussion that it's because he isn't as good of a but as good as a blocker. I can get that, whatever. But the fact that he is a productive, he's been good. Why would you not have him on the roster? Why would you not have him active on game day? Get him on the field. 6'5", 205 pounds. My God, you were in the red zone. Just, hey, A.T. Perry, you got to be up there somewhere, right? F it, Perry down there somewhere kind of deal. When you have that, and you mix it with Rashid Shaheed's speed, and you also mix it with Chris Olave's speed and big playability, goodness gracious, get the ball to your playmakers. It makes no sense as to why A.T. Perry hasn't been active. Chris Olave has been very productive. He was really, really good against Philadelphia, but it felt like an empty game because of the loss that they suffered. And the big thing about it is with Rashid Shaheed, he has been really good as well. But the Eagles locked him up, and that is not okay. Now, I want to just look at this graphic really quickly. This is a pretty interesting thing here. And also, really quick, I also want to just say A.T. Perry also had 10 first downs last year. 18 catches, 10 first downs, and 4 touchdowns. So over half of his catches were a big play. Whatever. Long story short, he needs to get on the field. So this is a pretty cool graphic. This is how well wide receivers have separated on all routes, and their play at catch point right here, and then the yards after the catch. I missed again. But you see that name right there? You see who that is? That's Chris Olave. So you're telling me that Chris Olave is the best wide receiver as a route runner in the league right now? The most separation on all routes. At the catch point, he's been good. Yards after catch, he's been good. Get Chris Olave the ball. Like, there's literally no reason not to. This is my point. Like, he has been good. Give him opportunities. Get him the chance to make a play. And the other thing about it, I forgot to say this with Taysom Hill and Alvin Kamara with the rushing attack. Tex, if we could just go full screen really quick, or pull up that picture of Alvin Kamara and Taysom Hill. I'm just kind of getting off the rails here. I just want to rant. This is another key thing. You give Chris Olave the opportunities. He's obviously has the chance to make plays. But when it comes to to Taysom Hill and Alvin Kamara here, this is something that's also important to me. Taysom Hill averages over 7 yards per carry in his career against the Falcons. With Alvin Kamara, it's over 4.5 yards per carry. So give them opportunities. Let them freaking cook. Let them feast. But then also give Chris Olave the chance to cook. We looked at the graph. You saw the names in the middle. But give Chris Olave the chance to make some plays. Remember what happened last year when you threw up the ball, Chris Olave, that crazy one-handed catch? Tex, let me see this picture right here. Let me see this picture. Look at that. Look at that. Let him do it again. Just do it. Why not? Do it. It's not rocket science. Just a friendly reminder, we will be having a watch party on Sunday starting at 11 a.m. Central Time, an hour before kickoff. Going to have a lot of fun. We're going to be giving away a Chat Sports hat, and on top of that, a Saints jersey. Fun fact, it's going to be going away to one lucky viewer of the show. And really quick, so be sure to subscribe and join the watch party. But final thoughts, this is a season that a lot of fans are starting to kind of be like, oh, we sucked against the Eagles. It's over. Whatever. Erik McCoy's on IR. It's over. The season's done. And I can understand the sentiment. I can understand the overreaction with that. The season, I'm here to tell you, is far from over. We are going into week 4. You got a lot of football games. Regardless if we're going to be good or not, there's a lot of football games. It also feels like beating Atlanta is exactly what this team needs. If you beat Atlanta, and I'm not just saying you beat them like you win the game. That would be big. Don't get me wrong. I would love that. But if you beat the brakes off of them and you embarrass them, everything is right back on. Like, you had a bad week. It happens. Shit happens in the NFL. You play against a good team's going to make plays. Shit happens. But if you can bounce back, it feels like this is exactly what the Saints as a team needs. It also feels like exactly what the fans need to kind of take a little bit of a chill pill. Who Dat Nation, you know what week it is. It's Falcons Hate Week. So get in the comment section. Type those FATLs down below. And we will see you guys at the watch party starting 1 hour before kickoff, 11 a.m. Central Time. Be sure to subscribe. Type FATL. Like the video. And y'all stay golden. We will see you next time. Booyah! Got to pick up my dog from the vet. Live to all my Saints family. See you all next time. Trizzy, check your email, please. All right, Randy, I'll check my email after I get off live, my man. Randy says, hey, y'all, beat Dallas. Yeah. We beat Dallas and Carolina. That's a fact. All right, if you guys want to get on the mailbag, use hashtag Saints, send in the super chat. How long was that? Fuck yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm gonna be honest, I just started ranting and I just wanted to go. I'm okay with it. If we can't have a 20-minute video, I don't know what to tell you, man. Yeah, really quick, I am gonna ask it. I'm gonna change something. I'm gonna change something in the poll. So nobody has voted in the live poll, by the way. Chris Olave, Drake London, better receiver. That's cool. Actually, it said 216 votes. Chris Olave, 96%. What do you prefer? Let's go. I'm going to update the live poll because I just kind of want to see what kind of content y'all want more of. All right. So what kind of videos do you guys? I just put up a live poll, so vote in that and let me know. But also, if you want to get on the mailbag, use hashtag Saints. Send in a super chat. You'll be featured. We don't have any. You know what we'll do? We have those super chats. One second. One second. Let me, because I did a Jamar Chase segment a couple weeks ago, I think. Yeah, I almost want to be like, you know what? If you want to just rip a couple here, really, yeah, just rip like three or give me 3 or 4, and then we'll go to that, and then in that Jamar Chase one, give me like 3 or 4. Mhm. Yep, that's perfect. That's a good. Yep, that's perfect. It's perfect. Henry, what's going on, man? Hey, bro. Thanks for always bringing energy into games. Good work. I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you. So, do y'all prefer videos that are like 8 to 15 minutes, or would you guys want more like 16 to 20, 25-minute videos? Like, would you want me to take a little bit longer, get it more in depth, get more into my thoughts? Like, what are you guys more interested in? Longer videos, shorter videos? It looks like right now the response is more long. Only 12 votes though, so there you go. 21-minute video is crazy. Tex, who let me talk for 21 minutes? That was so stupid. Who let me do that? Couldn't can't who let me do that? I did. I because I was the one talking. At a certain point I just kind of got into a point where I'm like, man, I just got so much to say. I might cut some of that out, to be honest. There's some that I might want to cut out. Yeah, we'll look at it afterwards. Just like because the 21 minutes is fine, but I'm also like, you know what? F it. No cuts, no edits. This is unfiltered. It's Falcons hate. It's Falcons hate week. Unfiltered. It's Falcons hate week. Unfiltered. We keep it moving. Nico said don't. Okay, I got you, Nico. I got you. All right, we're getting ready for the mailbag. Did you see Jeremy's question? No, wait, that's already kind of in there. So I'm just gonna be transparent with you guys. Our software is giving us some problems. Wah, wah. Unfortunately, the only way to get on the mailbag is through a super chat. We do have a few questions that like we were able to get earlier in the show, but I'm not confident that we're going to have a lot of them. So if you do want to get on the program, unfortunately, the only way to take new questions is a super chat. I really do feel bad saying that and having to ask that to be the case to get questions, but unfortunately, YouTube or the software or whatever, something's just not working, and it's nothing I can control. I've tried fixing it. I've tried making it work, but unfortunately, it just doesn't. No, my football. I just fumbled like I'm Kirk Cousins this weekend. All right, so we're at $300. If we get to 400, I'll shotgun another brewski. We got to do that. That'd be pretty fun. Randy just left. You think Demario will be back though? I need him. Demario, if he's good enough, he's gonna play. He's not a player who just sits out. You know, he's not a player who's just gonna like, I can't do it. I'm hurt. No, he's one of the toughest players in the league. One of the best linebackers in the league. Like if he's good enough, he's gonna go. That's electric. Willie's fins. Y'all remember Will Scott? He used to be a big part of the Saints Now show. He was actually the host right before I took over. Him and I would do a little co-host action. Y'all remember Will Scott? He's gonna be in town. I might get to see him this weekend. Like your Jalen Hurts on every drive. That's funny. Meerkat or Mere comment. That's funny, man. Guys, if you haven't already, make sure you one like the video and two, who's a player that you're excited to watch this weekend? Like, just let me know. Who's a player you're excited to watch? Like, what are you looking for with the team? Are you looking for better offense, better defense? Are you looking for better play calling? What are you looking for here? Henry says he's coming back to Mario. I know he's not done. There's no way from mere comment. Alvin Kamara. Yeah, dude. Kamara has done everything to prove that he is not washed. I'm just going to tell you that right now. He's not washed. Anyone who said he was washed is just factually incorrect. So, it's been a while since we got to add a sticker to the helmet. I will say that. It's been a while. Does anyone want to get on the helmet? $5 super chat, Wednesday special. Come here. I know he's not done. Yeah, I'm with you, mere comment. I'm with you. If trying to think. Yeah, I don't know if I could stretch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know if I could stretch all that. Oh, there we go. Nico, let me know a name you want on the helmet. How concerned are you about our O-line through the next few weeks without Erik McCoy? Man, I'm concerned. Like, scale 1 to 10, I'm probably like a 6.5, 7. I wouldn't go as far as an 8. 7 is at the highest I'd go. And my reasoning for that is Erik McCoy's damn good, and you're going to miss him. But I also I know it's a bad week, but I have faith in Klint Kubiak. I think they're going to figure it out. I think they're going to be able to get the best. They've turned Trevor Penning and Taliesin Fuaga. They've both been really, really good. Lucas Patrick leaves the Bears and turns into a phenomenal guard. He's filling in at center now. Like, I think that I'm concerned, but I'm not like season's over. I'm not willing to punt on this season, if that makes any sense. Perfect, brother. All right, Mere Comment says, if we can get him in open space, again, instead of trying to fit him through inside gaps, we can block him. Well, that's the beauty of the wide zone scheme, is trying to get him more into open space and trying to avoid clusters, and trying to get him the ability to cook where he's the best at doing that. Got to get healthy, though. Mikey Taylor, $2 super chat. Hot take, Taysom Hill gets 2 touchdowns this game. I like it. He gets 2 touchdowns this game, FATL. Mikey, Taysom Hill has averaged 7.1 yards per carry in his career against the Atlanta Falcons, so I'm with you there. Nico says, how much of that does it affect our run scheme? I think it definitely makes an impact because you're not going to be able to go directly up the middle with Erik McCoy, at least with as much confidence. Because, in my opinion, when you have Lucas Patrick at your guard position, you have Erik McCoy at your center position, and then you have Cesar Ruiz. Don't get me wrong, the 2 tackles with Taliesin Fuaga, who has been really, really good for the record. When you have him, and then you have Trevor Penning, who's also been solid. He hasn't been terrible, but it's been solid. Those are things that I'm like, that's good enough for me. But the interior, that's where you're able to really win those reps and win against the defensive fronts. And, the Eagles are prime examples. If you have a good enough defensive interior, you could just hammer, and get right in their face. And the fastest and easiest and quickest path to a quarterback as a defensive lineman is right up the gut. It's not running around the side. It's right up the gut, bull rushing right through, and that's something that can be impactful. Nico, that's a really good question. Really, really good question. No worries. So those super chats also came in. You could go to those as well. So I'm getting yawning. Wow. Wake up, Triz, Damn. Smiley, what's up, man? What's going on? We are $93 away from another beer bong or shotgun, whatever you guys want to do. I'm not going to say we got to get there, but I am going to say that would be really cool. It would be a lot cooler if we did. Matthew McConaughey. It'd be a lot cooler if we did. Mikey and Nico sent one in. Be a lot cooler if you did. Let's wait to pop those up because I answered both of them, and we'll just pull them up in the mailbag if that works. Yeah, no, you're good. You're good. Jerry G says longer videos are better. Okay. I can do longer videos. A little bit more than 12 to 15 minutes. I can do more. I like to talk. My parents always told me. So would you guys believe me if I told you in elementary school I used to get like I'd have parent teacher or my parents would have like when elementary teachers do like the parent teacher conferences and stuff, they would always be like, Trace, he's a good student, he's a good kid, he just talks so damn much. Would you believe me if I told you that that was 100% a true story? It's really funny because I get allergy shots for like just seasonal allergies and stuff, and my third grade teacher also goes to my allergist. Funny enough, so I've run into her a couple times, and she's like, "Oh, what are you doing now?" I'm like, "I work for this company, Chat Sports," and she's like, "So what do you do?" I was like, "I talk about the Saints for a living," and she's like, "You're telling me you talk for a living?" I was like, "Yeah, I always got in troubles with it, and I just got so good at it, I decided to start making money doing it." She burst out laughing. It's one of the funniest things in the world. Nico. We're going to pop this one up in the mailbag. Don't you worry, my friend. I already answered this one, but Nico, we'll pull it up in the mailbag, and I'll get back into my thoughts with you. Mikey, hot take. We'll react to this one in the mailbag as well. Don't you worry, my friend. Don't you worry. Ugh. Jeebus H. Crisis got wrecked by Eagles D at home, and you're an elite offense. Yeah. I mean, Tex, could you pull up that list 4 logo of the Saints offense? Saints offense is still... It's the number 2 scoring offense and a top 10 yards per game. We don't even need it. We don't even need it. It's number 2. I'm good. I remember the numbers. Jeebus, the Eagles can be a good football team, and the Eagles can have a great defense, and the Saints can have a great offense, and two things can be true at the same time. It also doesn't help when you don't have Taysom Hill. It also doesn't help who, like we all know, is the best overall football player in the league. If you disagree, argue with the brick wall. I'm not going to argue with you. And then you also lose Erik McCoy, who has been the best center up to this point, according to PFF, in the third play of the game. Not easy to win games. Facts can be facts. But, the Saints got their ass kicked, but let's also look at the facts here. They had a lot of factors against them. It's not like the Eagles came in and just absolutely dominated, because the Eagles did not play well either. People forget, Jalen Hurts had multiple turnovers. Blocked punt. Saints just couldn't capitalize. So, be like that. All right, let's get into the mailbag. Let's get into some trade rumors and all that fun stuff. I forgot to send the live into production. Oh, well. Did you find someone else to? Oh, shit. Tex, I forgot to tell you we're going to highlight cut that first segment. Could you text let me message Roy. I forgot to. I'm just gonna have him make the cut, or have you make the cut. No, it's okay. It was my fault. It was my fault. Yeah, after live, I'll just have you make it really quick. No. After we got off live. Yeah, so we'll get into this next thing, and then we'll. Yeah, that's good. All right. Let's. Sorry, folks. If someone was. Sorry, folks. I'm just getting some notes together here. Answering some messages from some coworkers. Do what? Cool. Perfect. I also have a photo. I'll move it in. Hop out of the photo. I'll move it in because I've. Perfect. I'm gonna move that in. Oh yeah. Get that mail sack going. Don't touch my mailbags. Sorry, folks. We're just getting some. Our software's just been giving us some problems. Again, I apologize. We're trying to make it work. We're trying to make it happen. But sometimes when you got to make the sausage, you got to make it happen in some various different ways. So this is us doing that. Very good. All right. How many people we still got watching? I haven't even looked. 52 watching? Hell yeah. All right, yo Trace, what's the name of that song beat you do an intro to outro? So it's something in our we have like a graphic designer who does all that. I don't know the name of it. I don't. It's not like a real song or anything. I bet you like I wish I could think of a way to kind of like help try and figure out, cuz I wish I knew. In our files the song is named Saints Long Intro. So like there's just I know. I think it's sick too. I guess you could screen record it or like just download the file and like cut it just to be like the minute-long intro, because that's pretty sick. I do like the beat. Jeebus, that means nothing being week 3, and you played the Panthers, Falcons, played Steelers, Eagles, and Chiefs. 3 elite defenses. Yeah, no, the Falcons did play good defenses. The Falcons also haven't really done anything worth, like, it's not like their defense has been amazing. Giving up drives, giving up points, you know? Invested a lot of money there, but not a lot of, yeah. I mean, it's a lot of money to spend to be 1-2 right now. There's a lot of talking from the peanut gallery going on from fans of teams that don't have a winning record right now. So it's pretty crazy. Jeebus, I appreciate you hopping in and making us a part of the day, or a part of your day. Appreciate you boosting the algorithm too. Getting more fans in our chat, more views. We really need Derek Carr 4 in our offense to ball out. Yeah, I agree with you, Smiley. I agree with you. Perfect. All right, we're going to get into it. Mailbag time. Damn, that's annoying that the questions just stopped pulling. Okay. All right. Well, let's get into it. Yeah. No, but let's get it rolling, because we got to get it cuz I want to get that injury news out as well. All right. What's happening, Saints fans? Thank you guys so much for tuning in to today's video. Hope you all have a wonderful weekend, but before you get your weekend started, let's talk about some Saints rumors, and let's also answer some questions and take some hot takes from fans of your favorite football team, my favorite football team, and, you know, I would hope most viewers of this video's favorite team. So if you want to be a part of the video, next time, we do this every single week on Wednesday around 4:30-ish Central Time. So be sure to subscribe and turn your noties. But if you also just like want to hit me up in between these videos and you want to give me a follow on social media, I'm not somebody who's too big to like not check the DMs and ignore what's going on there. So if you do send me a DM, I reply to pretty much all of them, outside of like the random bots and spam ones, but and also the sugar daddies. I don't need a sugar daddy. I don't. My girlfriend, she's doing just fine. She's loaded, so I'm all right. But I'm just kidding. We're all good. Just having some fun. Hit me up on social media. I like to have some fun, and if you guys want to be a part of a fun squad and, you know, get to know me a little bit better, hit me up. I like to have fun on the internet, and I also like to be a big Saints fan. So let's talk about a fun trade target. Should we go get Amari Cooper? Based off of what I saw against the Eagles, I wasn't wildly impressed. My thing about it was Chris Olave was good, but Rashid Shaheed was not a factor. He had 0 catches for 0 yards. So with Amari Cooper, he's a player that the Browns did not give an extension to, despite him holding out during training camp. And he's not a super expensive player. He was looking to get that fully guaranteed $20 million on his contract, but base salary is actually pretty damn affordable. And, you know, worth noting, he did get hurt late against the Giants this past week, but he said he was good after the game to media. And sneaky, Amari Cooper has been really, really like one of the top players, like sneakily one of the best receivers in the league. Averaging over 17 yards per catch last year, over almost 15 yards per catch in 2022, over 12 yards per catch in 2021. I mean, this guy has been really productive. He's been a good football player. And I think that he could offer not only a veteran presence, but I think it also offers some quality football play to this Saints team. However, wide receiver, in my opinion, is not the biggest issue. It's actually the offensive line. And we could sit here and talk about some offensive linemen that are trade targets that you could go get, but teams aren't necessarily willing to trade good offensive linemen. That's just not something that I know a lot of teams that do. Just kind of a fact. So with the O-line, sure, you could go and, you know, trade for somebody and get somebody, but, like, that's what I really want to see get added to. I wouldn't mind an Amari Cooper, for the record. Like, for the price point at $1.2 million, 100% I'm in. But, again, that takes snaps away from Olave, takes snaps away from Shaheed, takes snaps away from Johnson, takes snaps away from all the other players. But he's not blocking on the interior. He's not picking up blocks against edge rushers and stuff. So the biggest issue for me is the O-line and the depth and the lack thereof, really. So I would rather just go and get some offensive linemen. But I'm not against an Amari Cooper trade. I think it'd actually be a pretty good idea, and I think it could be a lot of fun. And plus, I could actually look good in a Saints uniform. But I want you to be the GM for me, Saints fans. Would you trade for Amari Cooper? Just give me a yes or a no down in the comment section. And coming up here in just a second, we're going to get into some questions from our subscribers as a part of our live show every single Wednesday. But before we do, got to tell you guys really quick about our sponsor of today's video, and it is Fanatics. If you want to go get yourself some new gear for the season, chatsports.com/Saints jerseys. We got all sorts of jerseys, different shapes, sizes, colors, all sorts of different players. Use the link. It's in the comment section description of this video. It will get you a jersey from Fanatics, so you know it's high quality, good stuff. So, just check it out. Go shop. Hit it up. Get yourself some jerseys. All right, Mikey Taylor, first question / hot take, if you will. Saints, or hashtag Saints, Trace, if the Bengals continue having a bad season, would it be worth asking if they would be willing to trade Ja'Marr Chase? Ooh, I like that. I think a Ja'Marr Chase trade could be fun. It'd be expensive. He's an expensive player. Like, there's no question. You're going to have to pay him at some point. But, yeah, he's pretty good at football. He's somebody that when typically you throw the ball near him, he's going to catch it more times than not. This season, he started off a little bit slow, but, really turned it up in week 3, averaging over 13 yards a catch, 2 touchdowns on the year so far. I'm excited to see how Ja'Marr Chase continues to grow and develop. My thing is, with the Cincinnati Bengals, they are a poverty franchise. They're a very cheap ownership group. They're a very cheap team. So are they going to want to trade, or are they going to want to pay Ja'Marr Chase? They're already trying to have to figure out T. Higgins. They got, Joe Burrow's a factor. I just don't see them in throwing money around left and right. So maybe coming back to Louisiana could be something he's interested in doing, and maybe it's worth it in terms of the investment for the Saints, because I think it definitely would be. Nico Canada, $5 super chat. How concerned am I about the O-line through the next few weeks without Erik McCoy? Yeah, so Erik McCoy was placed on IR. He will be out for the next 4 weeks at a bare minimum. Could be more time with a groin injury. So I'm worried. I would say on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm probably at a 6.5 out of maybe as high as I'd go as a 7. It shifts things around. Up to this point, he has been the best center in the league, according to PFF. He's been really productive. Every year he gets better. When he went out, you saw how much of an impact he had. I'm concerned, but I'm not the season's over, we're done. I think there's some things that the Saints could do in order to maybe add, trade for, shop, go and get an extra player, or, maybe they got the talent in the room and we just don't know about it. I'm not oh, damn, the season's over, but I'm definitely concerned. Mikey Taylor, hot take, Taysom Hill gets 2 touchdowns. I love it, Mikey. 2 touchdowns this game against the Falcons would be absolutely electric. It would have me losing my damn mind. This needs to be a Taysom Hill game. He averages over, let me get the exact number. It's 7.1 yards per carry over the course of his career against the Falcons. That's pretty damn good. Feed him. Give him the ball. This is a game you got to win. This is just a game you got to win. And Taysom Hill, as long as we watched him just play against the Falcons, he's been good. So this is a team that has not been able to stop him. So feed him and make him a big factor. Mikey, I'm with you. 2 touchdowns would be electric. All right, Jace, what's going on, man? How did the Saints adjust without Erik McCoy? So I do know this. I believe Lucas Patrick will be the starting center. He did fill in on week 3 whenever Erik McCoy went down, and that moved Nick Saldiveri into the left guard position, Cesar Ruiz to the right guard still. But this week, I could see them going. They did add Shane Lemieux to the roster. on Wednesday, so maybe he's an option. He has center reps with the New York Giants, but I think that they'll probably just go Lucas Patrick. Cesar Ruiz did not participate at practice on Wednesday. At the time of filming this, that's the most updated injury update we have around him. So depending on how his participation on Thursday and Friday, maybe he plays. Hopefully he does, because then you really only have to switch around a little bit. And if that's the case, then you would have Lucas Patrick at your center, Nick Saldiveri as your left guard, right guard, Cesar Ruiz, right tackle, Trevor Penning, left tackle, Taliesin Fuaga. Nola for life. What's going on, man? Which Saints player are you watching out for versus the Falcons? I just said it. Taysom Hill. Taysom. I'm also looking out for Alontae Taylor, because I'm going to be honest, on the defensive side of the ball, like, Falcons have playmakers. So whether you're leaving Alontae Taylor back to be in coverage, he's got to play well. Whether you're sending him on the blitz, he's got to get the blitz. He's got to get the sack. I'm watching both of them. Those are probably my two biggest players that I'm paying attention to. Love the Saints. Trace, what's your score prediction? Man, I keep going back and forth with this one. I'm going to go with 28-3. What do you think, Tex? 28-3? Yeah? I'm just kidding. Real talk, though. I'm going to go Saints win. This might be one of those 21-17 games, or something like that. I think this could be not an electric game. I will say, for the record, it would be awesome to see them put up another 40 bomb, though. That would be electric. But I'm going to go with 21-17. Carr is king. Cardi Gras, what's going on, man? Name a player that the Saints should trade for. See, I want to say an offensive lineman, but there's not a player I can really think of off the top of my head. And again, just teams don't trade away quality offensive linemen. That just doesn't happen. Maybe Garrett Bowles in Denver could be an option, but I still like that Jamar idea. That'd be fun. I really like that Jamar idea. To give me a new name, what about Devontae Adams? That'd be fun. Dennis Allen Burner, what's happening, man? How you doing? What's your confidence level so far this season in DA? You know what, man? The defense hasn't really been much of an issue. First 3 weeks, I mean, they still haven't let a team score more than 20 points. They haven't. It's really good. I like it, man. The defense looks fine. The offense needs to figure it out. Dennis Allen, in terms of leadership, I think he's stepped up. I think he's done better. I've definitely gotten a little bit more confident in him, but I'm not sold on him yet. But I am starting to warm up a little bit more to him. So, Dennis Allen's burner. If you ever report to Dennis Allen, / if this really is your burner, DA, keep it up, get some more wins, and F the Falcons, get a dub in Atlanta. All right, Saints fans, thank you so much for tuning into today's video. If you guys want to join us next time as a part of our mailbag, be sure to subscribe and join the channel. Live every single Wednesday around 4 p.m. Central Time. And we're also live on Sundays or on game day whenever the Saints play, an hour before kickoff, all during the game, and then for a post-game show. So, Saints fans, I can't wait to see you guys at the watch party. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. And y'all stay golden. We will see you next time. All righty. Last few minutes before we hop on out of here, because it's 6:15 and I'm ready to go home. And I know Texas too. All right, we're going to do 60-second shot clock. If we get super chats, we stay alive. If we don't, we go home. Honestly, if you guys want to get weird, we could stay here till midnight. We really could. If you play your cards right and $5 every 2 to 3 minutes, we could be here till midnight, right, Tex? Tex is sitting here. I can see him in the producer camera. He's like, please, God, no. Please, just for the love of God, let me go home. Dude, let me go. I'll do a shotgun when we get to 400. We are at 307 right now. So we got some work to do, and we're at 30 seconds. 30 seconds remaining before we got to hop on out of here. It's not me saying it. It's just the boss has wanting us to go. And it is also partially me saying it because I'm a little bit hungry. I want some dinner. My girlfriend wants me home. My dog wants me home. And quite honestly, I want to go home. I've been at work all day. And it's 6:15. So we can also stay until midnight. And I can have Maddie bring me some dinner. We can ever get on the show. It'd be fun. Do a shotgun. Will, you have 10 seconds to send a $5 super chat to buy a few more minutes. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Trace, do you think quarterback Derek Carr will have 4 touchdowns? I think he could have 2 touchdowns. Taysom Hill's gonna rush for 1. Al Kamara's gonna rush for 1. Boom. That's my prediction. So I guess my score prediction should be more like 28-17. Whatever. Long story short, I'm ready to roll. I know you're ready to roll. It's Saints versus Falcons week. F the Falcons. We're going to have some fun on live on Sunday. Hope to see you guys there. Giving away a Saints jersey and a brand new Chat Sports hat. They are fresh. So bring your A game. The Super Chat MVP is running away with some cool gear. Saints fans, y'all stay golden. We will see you on game day.